Hello, Murlin Evans, RTO today. I'm here with Lyn Leach, current president of TRIB Group, past president of APRO, and all-around great RTO guy. Lyn, we've just wrapped up day one of TRIB Group's largest ever, as I understand, meeting of the minds. Tell us a little bit about what happened in session one today and how that relates to the broader RTO community.
Well, we had lots of educational opportunities this morning with dealers sharing ideas. We did all kinds of products and talked about products, new products, products that are working, pricing of products, lots of things like that. We talked about the future of the image of our industry and what we can do to improve that, and how we might be able to work more closely with APRO and providing you with the things you need to do to help us improve our image. I think the thing that I'm most excited about was the attendance. Like you said, overall the biggest ever, nearly 250 dealers, and they were very willing to share ideas. We had some breakout sessions on appliances, on electronics, on computers, on furniture, and I personally got some great new ideas. I had a chance to share some of the things we're doing in our company that might help others, and that always makes me feel good. Then we followed that up tonight with the Hot Show. And it was fast and it was furious, and we sold everything from washers and dryers to televisions to flyers to dollies and packing blankets. And people were throwing their paddles up and bidding like crazy, and like always, it's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy in the room. We just finished that, and so I'll be interested to get the totals and see how that comes out, but it sure looked good.
It was a maelstrom for sure, taking photos of it. Now, you yourself being involved in education, you've given some seminars at APRO and other state associations and places like that. What comes top of the mind for you in recruiting that potential customer that just seems just out of our grasp?
Well, I think pricing. I mean, I really believe that is still the objection of most customers that are not shopping in our companies, in the industry. We've got to figure out a way to be able to cut the overall pricing, be able to survive on a little less margin, be more competitive with the retail stores. Image is still a factor, though I would say most people would consider that we've really improved our image. Even a lot of our political adversaries are at least now saying these people are pretty nice people. We just don't necessarily agree with their industry, but they're not bad guys. So that's a nice inroad that we've made. But I still think there's room to improve the look of our stores, our signage, our advertising, because for a lot of people, they never get to the store. They see the advertising, and that's what they make their impression of our industry on. And so that goes back to pricing, too. Can we be more competitive? Can we figure out a way to make a reasonable margin and still have a price that is at least reasonably competitive with other retailers? And I think the answer to that is yes. We talked about that today. What can we do? What is a fair margin? What are people showing the ability to make? And as several dealers said today, really the most important thing is to end up with more money in the bank at the end of the month than we had at the beginning of the month. And so there's lots of ways to skin a cat, but in this particular way, I think we need to look at that pricing, look at that image, look at our storefronts and our advertising, and try to make improvements in all those areas.
Now, speaking of that, the buying show kicks off tomorrow. What is the buzz? What is the product that has captured your attention? What are you going to take a close look at tomorrow?
Well, I think for me, the fourth quarter always brings electronic sales, so televisions, computers, home theater systems, all important. But we do a surprisingly good business in furniture. So I'm going to be looking for sofa groups, sectionals, bunk beds. I've heard there's a great special on tomorrow. Appliances, I've got to get into the Whirlpool booth and finish an order with them. But I still think that for me in our company, what drives the fourth quarter and the late third quarter is electronics. So we've got to take a good, strong look at that, make some excellent buys so that we can offer those prices that'll bring people in the door.
Great. Is there anything else you'd like to add to address the APRO audience, the rent-to-own industry?
Well, I'd just like to thank you from APRO for coming to cover this event and say, as always, it's just a real privilege to work with you and Bill Keese and all of my friends at APRO. If there's anything we can do at TRIB to help you do your work better, we'd love to. And thank you for the wonderful partnership that we've had these many years.